Archangel Michael says, I order you to open this right now. Open this now. A dark secret in your family has been exposed. Archangel Michael says, I order you to open this right now. There is no more time left to pretend everything is calm, because something buried deep in your family line has been violently pulled into the light. This secret was never meant to reach you, but heaven has now decided you must know. In the shadows of your family's past, a truth has been hidden for decades, even generations. What they told you growing up was just a carefully crafted story, a shield to protect reputations. But this shield has cracked, and what lies beneath it will bring both revelation and responsibility. The spirit realm is restless tonight, and your ancestors are pacing. There is a name, a place, and a date that keeps echoing in your bloodline's memory, and this message will peel back the illusion they hoped would never be disturbed. What you're about to uncover may shatter your perception of certain people forever. This is not just a story about betrayal. It is a story of identity, power, and divine justice. You were born into this family for a reason, and now you've been chosen as the one to correct what others tried to silence. A storm is swirling, and it carries the name of someone you would have never suspected. Type Amen to get blessing 444. A dark secret was locked away in a letter never mailed, hidden beneath floorboards in a room that was once occupied by your grandfather. That letter contained information so sensitive, it was meant to be burned after writing, but it was preserved by divine intervention. The person who read it last is no longer alive, but their spirit is trying to speak to you now. That secret involves a woman your family never speaks of. She vanished from records, photos, and stories as if she never existed. But you will soon come to learn that she was not only real but carried a piece of your legacy that others were desperate to erase. The photos you've seen were edited. The stories you were told were revised. And now, someone who's still living fears that the truth will reach your ears before they can prepare their next lie. Archangel Michael says this: the truth was exposed not by accident, but by divine design. The ones who suppressed it thought they had won, but heaven has reopened the file. The truth will now come to your doorstep. Type Amen to get blessing 777. One of your relatives made a pact in silence. They promised never to speak of a scandal that would destroy the image of success and unity your family tried to display. That scandal was a forbidden relationship, covered in deceit, hidden under layers of fear and shame. But one man could not live with the guilt. Before his passing, he whispered a name to someone close. Your name. He hoped you would be the one who could confront the truth and survive it. This man saw you in his dreams, standing in front of the house where it all began. You were holding something in your hand, a small box wrapped in red fabric. That box is real, and it still exists, waiting for you to discover it. Your family may deny it. They may even fight you. But what you are about to uncover has the power to break generational chains that have lingered in your bloodline like a silent curse. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Inside that red box is a ring, a photograph, and a name written on a brittle envelope. That name belongs to a woman who was once promised a place in your family but was driven out in silence. Her blood runs through someone still walking among you, and they don't even know it yet. This secret was passed from sibling to sibling like a burden, never spoken but always felt. It weighed down the hearts of those who tried to bury it, and now it seeks justice, not revenge, but release. And you, chosen one, are the key to unlocking it. The woman was not just a lover, she was the rightful bearer of a legacy. Her child was stripped of their place, their inheritance, their dignity. This was all done to preserve a reputation that was never clean to begin with. Archangel Michael says, once more, your family's structure was built on something unsteady, but you will be the earthquake that shifts it back into alignment with truth. This moment is your calling. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. There is a journal, tucked away in a house no one visits anymore. The journal belongs to a woman with initials ML, and she wrote with urgency, desperation, and love. Each page cries out with unspoken truth and warnings for whoever would read it next. You may not believe it yet, but the whispers you hear when you're alone, the strange dreams you've had lately, they are not random. They are echoes from that woman, trying to guide you step by step into uncovering what she left behind. She was silenced before she could finish her mission, but you will not be. Someone in your family, possibly an aunt or older cousin, knows this story. They've kept it close like a loaded secret, never sharing, always pretending. But heaven will now place the pressure so high they can no longer contain it. The person you call your uncle may not be your uncle at all, and someone who raised you might be connected to this secret far more intimately than they've let on. Everything will begin to surface as soon as you take one step in the right direction. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. A lawyer who once handled the family's estate had access to a will that no one was supposed to see. That will was changed under pressure, and the real heir was cut out. The lawyer felt guilt, but money silenced his tongue. He passed away years ago, but his assistant is still alive. She has access to files stored away in a locked cabinet at a private location, and your name is connected to that cabinet. You will soon receive a call or a message that will lead you to her doorstep. She has been waiting for someone to claim what was taken: documents, assets, evidence, and a letter addressed to the one who carries light. That's you. Archangel Michael has seen it written across your destiny. This is not just about money or land. It's about rewriting a history that was edited by fear. A powerful truth will now be allowed to walk freely again. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. The person you look up to the most may have played a role in the original cover-up. Their silence allowed the injustice to grow deeper. They believe that protecting you meant keeping you blind, but blindness is no longer a luxury you can afford. There's a photograph hidden behind another frame. Check the hallway of the old family home. Remove the backing of the third picture on the left wall, and you will find what was meant to be forgotten. A face you were never told about, but one that resembles yours. Dreams may now start revealing clues. You might begin to hear names in your sleep, see dates, or relive moments you've never lived because they belong to someone whose blood flows in you. The spiritual connection cannot be denied anymore. Archangel Michael says, the angels have released the seal. The war over this secret has already begun in the unseen realm, but you are divinely protected. Type Amen to get blessing 555. The vibrations in your home might shift. Lights may flicker. You might feel emotional without reason. These are not coincidences. They are signals that the hidden is being pushed into the light, and your soul is aligning to receive. A family member who never liked to talk about the past will suddenly become distant, defensive, even angry. Do not take it personally. They feel the exposure coming. They know you are getting closer. The woman whose name was erased from memory carried wisdom, power, and grace. She wrote something down that your family tried to burn, but a housekeeper who once worked for them kept a copy and sealed it away. That housekeeper is still alive, and her granddaughter will soon cross paths with you in the most unusual way. You may say something seemingly random. Are you the one with the blue eyes and the red thread? That's your sign. Listen closely and follow her lead. Type Amen to get blessing 717. In the coming days, you will receive a message from someone you haven't spoken to in years. They might speak cryptically at first, unsure if you're ready. But once you show openness, they will tell you something about your birth that changes everything. There was a family meeting you were never invited to. At that meeting, a decision was made to never tell you the truth. But one person walked away with a burden too heavy to keep, and their conscience has kept them up at night ever since. The person who held the truth was silenced through threats, manipulation, and spiritual fear. But they've begun to feel divine pressure. Archangel Michael is sending signs to them, too. And their silence is cracking. A letter written in 1992 was never delivered. It has your name on the envelope, and inside it are the words that were meant to prepare you for what is now unfolding. Type Amen to get blessing 1616. A mysterious illness has plagued your family. For generations, someone always fell ill around a specific time of year, and no one could explain why. The secret ties into this. The spiritual burden of silence has physically manifested across generations. But when the truth is acknowledged and released, healing will flow. You'll feel lighter. Things that once confused you about your own emotions and patterns will begin to make sense. The woman who was erased had spiritual gifts. He was a Heliosea vessel of light, and her blood runs through you. That is why the enemy tried so hard to cut her lineage off, because it carried divine gifts. But heaven says no more delay. You are the chosen continuation of her story, and the light she carried has reawakened in your spirit. Type Amen to get blessing 888. There is a mirror in your home that carries strange energy. Look at it under candlelight. You may see shadows or images appear behind you. This is not to scare you. It is confirmation that the spirits are making themselves visible. They want to show you something. You might feel the urge to write without thinking. Let your hand move freely. The words will come, and they are not your own. They are messages. An old dress, a locket, or an heirloom you've always felt drawn to carries energy from the one who was erased. You may have worn it once and felt chills. That's because it carries a memory encoded in its fabric. And when you wear it again, you may begin to see flashes. These are pieces of the past being gifted to you. They will help you understand how everything connects. Type Amen to get blessing 303. Someone in your life will try to dismiss this. They will say you're imagining things or becoming too obsessed with the past. But that's because they fear what you will find. You must trust yourself now more than ever. Your intuition has been chosen by heaven as the portal through which this truth flows. Do not silence it. There will be resistance. There may be tears. But you are strong enough to carry this story into the light where it belongs. Your voice will become the sword that cuts the curse from your bloodline. Archangel Michael says, you have been shielded long enough. Now you must become the shield for others who still live in the dark. You were born to be the breaker of silence. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. Once you uncover the full truth, there will be a shift in your family's energy. Some may draw closer. Others may distance themselves forever. This is a divine sorting process. Those who were meant to walk into the light with you will remain. Old photos, dusty boxes, hidden journals. Go through them. Don't ignore the items that feel unimportant. That's where the spirit realm hides what's sacred. There will be a name you never heard before, and once you see it, you'll feel like you've known it your whole life. That name holds the key to the real origin of your family's spiritual blessing. And you were always the one meant to carry it forward. Someone is watching you spiritually, not out of threat but protection. This guardian has guarded your dreams since childhood. They are proud of you for reaching this point. Type Amen to get blessing 1414 if you feel drawn to a place you've never visited before, a house, a grave, a city. Go. That urge is not random. You will uncover something that your spirit has long awaited. Your voice is now a trumpet in the spiritual realm. Every word you speak from this point forward carries the authority of the truth bearer. Be cautious, be brave, and be centered. The people who tried to erase this story did so because they were afraid of what you would become. They feared your power. They feared your alignment. And now, their fears are becoming reality. The moment you speak the name of the one who was erased, a ripple will begin. That ripple will become a wave, and the wave will break every wall that once tried to stop divine truth from reaching you. Type amen to get blessing 2020. You might be visited in your dream tonight. You may see a hallway, a door, or a glowing figure. Walk toward them. Ask for the truth to be revealed to you through symbols and signs. Archangel Michael says, a scroll has been unsealed in heaven bearing your family's name. You will be shown what others refuse to see. You are protected and watched. You have divine permission to reopen old wounds in order to apply eternal healing. This is not about blame. This is about redemption. The spirit of the woman who was erased will soon begin to speak directly through nature. Watch for butterflies, white feathers, or wind that blows in silence. That is her whisper. Type amen to get blessing 1717. And now, if your soul has been stirred, if you feel the fire in your chest rising, it means the light has found you. You are awakening. You are remembering what was kept from you. They called you different for a reason. They isolated you because they sensed something sacred. Now you know why. You carry more than a name. You carry prophecy. This is not the end. It is the beginning. A generational lie is ending with you, and a generational blessing is starting through you. Type amen to get blessing 111. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. Heaven is watching. Archangel Michael is guiding. And the story they tried to bury is rising from the ashes through your spirit. This is your destiny. Live it without fear. Type amen to get blessing 3333. Your journey into this truth will not just transform you. It will heal your ancestors. The ones who were never spoken of, who were shamed or silenced, are finally being acknowledged through your courage. Every step you take is restoring honor to those whose voices were lost. As the days unfold, you'll notice your energy changing. You may feel more sensitive, more alert, or more emotional. This is because your spiritual DNA is being rewritten, realigned with the divine truth that was once buried deep beneath lies. Objects around you may start to act strangely, clocks pausing, lights dimming, or even sudden chills down your spine. Don't fear these signs. They are confirmations from above and below that you are walking in truth. Someone in your circle is secretly proud of you but afraid to show it. They were also a witness to this secret, and your courage is stirring something in their soul. Eventually, they will come forward and confess what they know. Type amen to get blessing 2323. The family name was once tarnished, but heaven now offers restoration. The shame they tried to cover has already been lifted by divine hands. What was done in secrecy will now be used as your source of power. The woman who was erased had a spiritual gift that was never passed down properly until now. That gift has activated within you. You might feel sensations in your hands, dreams that come true, or the ability to sense emotions that aren't yours. There is a shift happening in your bloodline. The energy is rising. You are breaking cycles, ending patterns, and creating something new with your existence. You will be remembered as the one who stood in the middle of the storm and refused to be moved. As the one who looked backward not in bitterness, but in boldness, to free the ones still chained. Type Amen to get blessing 2424. A relative who always acted distant from you has a deeper reason for their behavior. They recognize something divine in you, something too bright for them to face. Now, they will begin to soften, slowly coming closer as truth begins to thaw the distance. Bold letters, maps, family trees, all of these will start to take on new meaning. Look at the dates. Look at who was removed, who vanished, and who suddenly appeared in family stories with no explanation. You might even feel guided to visit a grave you've never seen before. That is where part of your story remains buried, and your presence there will allow their soul to speak at last. The wind may suddenly rise when you arrive. As her presence, she will guide you to the truth in silence. Type Amen to get blessing 121. When this truth is fully known, you will not feel broken, you will feel whole. Because you were never meant to live under false foundations. You were meant to stand on the unshakable rock of divine truth. The person whose actions began this dark chapter is long gone, but their consequences still echo. You are here not to carry the burden, but to resolve it and bring peace where pain once ruled. It will take bravery, but you are already brave. You've survived this long with pieces missing. Now imagine what you'll do with the full picture. You may find that your real inheritance is not gold or land, but identity, spiritual strength, and divine clarity. These are things no one can steal from you ever again. Type Amen to get blessing 4040. As this unfolds, be gentle with yourself. You are stepping into centuries of unspoken pain, but also centuries of power that were kept in reserve just for you. This is not just your healing, it is your family's resurrection. Someone may try to twist the truth again. They may fabricate details to keep the original lie alive. But heaven has prepared you for this moment. You will speak with such conviction that their lies will crumble at your feet. A notebook, a hidden camera, an old box in the attic. Be alert to your surroundings. Spirit will show you exactly where to go and what to look for. You are not alone in this journey. And when you finally hold the proof in your hands, you will feel it in your soul. A sensation that no one can explain, a spiritual download that fills your entire being. Type Amen to get blessing 1515. From this moment forward, your life will begin to change. You'll notice synchronicities, repeating numbers, déjà vu, dreams that reveal messages. These are not random. You stepped onto a higher spiritual path. Archangel Michael says, you have been chosen to bring peace to a war that was never yours. But you will do it, and your family will never be the same. The generations after you will thank you in ways words cannot express. What they tried to hide will be the very reason you're celebrated. What they meant for shame will become your shield. What they buried will now rise like gold in sunlight. And those who still resist truth will find themselves exposed, not by you but by divine timing. Because once the door of revelation is opened, no man can close it again. Type Amen to get blessing 505. You may start receiving messages from people you haven't heard from in years. Pay attention to how they speak, how they act. Some are being sent to help, while others are being exposed. If someone suddenly acts nervous around you, or starts pulling away, it's because they know. They feel the spiritual pressure rising, and they can't hide anymore. That's the fire of truth moving through your presence. Your bloodline will be rewritten in heaven's record books. The curse will be lifted. A blessing will return. And in time, you'll write your own story, untainted by lies, covered in light, rooted in love. A story future generations will read in awe. Type Amen to get blessing 2929. The season of confusion is over. The veil has been lifted, and your eyes will now begin to see clearly. You were born for such a time as this, to complete what others could not, to carry what others dropped, to shine where others dimmed their light. And now, heaven walks with you every step of the way. You will feel guided, like your steps are ordered, because they are. You will notice that the things you once questioned now feel undeniable. That's alignment. That's awakening. And through it all, you'll come to know yourself like never before. Not the version shaped by lies or silence, but the version that was always meant to rise. Type Amen to get blessing 6666. You are now the storekeeper, the gate opener, the spiritual warrior who crossed the fire and lived. And no matter who doubts you, questions you, or walks away from you, you will not be shaken, because you were touched by light, because Archangel Michael stood at your side, because truth runs through your bones like a river finding its way back to the sea. You were chosen to finish the unfinished, to speak what was unspoken, to restore what was taken. And now, it begins. You are the final chapter they never saw coming. Type Amen to get blessing 333. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. As your journey deepens, so will the intensity of the energy around you. Don't be surprised if people start reacting to you differently. Some drawn, others uncomfortable. It's because the truth you carry now radiates through your presence, and those with hidden intentions feel it before you even speak. You might find yourself waking up at strange hours, especially between 3 and 5 a.m. That's when the veil is thinnest and spirit messages pass through clearly. During those moments, keep still. Your ancestors will begin showing you visions and fragments of the past. A specific sound, maybe an old song, a melody, a chant, will start playing randomly or enter your mind. His sound was once sung by the woman they tried to erase. That vibration has returned to your soul to activate memory buried deep inside. Someone very close to you is going to act strangely. They might try to distract you, change the subject, or even pretend none of this matters. But inside, they are terrified that what you know will set fire to the wall of silence they helped build. Type Amen to get blessing 6262. The woman who was erased never got to tell her side of the story. She died misunderstood, blamed for things that weren't her fault. She tried to protect her child, but her voice was cut short. That child lived in shame, thinking they were unwanted. They never knew the truth. And now, it's you who holds the power to bring them peace. You are standing at the center of divine justice. The wheel has turned, and now you must speak for those who were silenced. Heaven will strengthen your voice every time you open your mouth with truth. There will be resistance, but it will not last. Because when something is anointed by heaven, no lie can stand against it. Type Amen to get blessing 8181. Old arguments, misunderstandings, and strange rifts between family members all stem from this hidden truth. It has poisoned hearts, broken trust, and created illusions of loyalty where betrayal once stood. But now the root is being pulled out. When that happens, emotions will rise. Some will cry, others will deny. But deep down, everyone will know it's time. One relative, possibly older, will try to stop you from digging further. But their fear is not your burden. You were not chosen to protect egos. You were chosen to protect truth. You will soon be led to a place you've never been before. It may be a storage unit, an old bedroom, or even a locked drawer. What you find there will bring you to tears. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. There's a hidden connection between two family members you thought were unrelated. A secret romance or even a child that was never acknowledged. This connection explains many of the strange gaps in family stories. The truth about this will be hard for some to accept, but it is your role to shine light, not to please everyone. Light doesn't ask permission. It simply reveals. You are not here to cause division. You are here to cut through darkness and bring healing. That healing will sting at first, but it will bloom into peace that lasts for generations. Archangel Michael says the sword of truth is already in your hand. Use it with compassion. Use it with strength. You are protected in every step. Type Amen to get blessing 909. When the full truth is out, blessings that were delayed will begin pouring into your life. Doors that were mysteriously closed will open wide. Finances, opportunities, and spiritual gifts that were blocked will now flow freely. Because the blockade wasn't just emotional, it was generational. The shame, the silence, the guilt, they held back the divine flow. But now you've broken the dam. Expect rapid shifts. People from the past may reach out with unexpected apologies. Lost things may return. And even dreams you gave up on will start breathing again. You have realigned your bloodline with heaven. That is not a small thing. It's a sacred act that shifts destinies. Type Amen to get blessing 171. A family property, land, home, or item is spiritually significant. You may not have known its importance, but your spirit will begin to feel drawn to it. That place holds memories, energy, and echoes of the one who was erased. Walk through it slowly. You may feel chills or sudden warmth in certain spots. That's where the spirit is waiting to reveal something to you. You might even find symbols, carvings, initials, objects left behind. Do not overlook them. They are messages meant only for your eyes. Once you touch what was hidden, you will feel the confirmation in your bones. You'll know this is the moment she's waited for, and the story that was stolen will return home through you. Type Amen to get blessing 5555. Some may accuse you of stirring up trouble. Let them. What they call trouble is actually transformation. What they call disruption is divine realignment. Do not argue. Do not defend. Let your actions speak. Let the truth stand without apology. The one who erased her name thought time would protect them. But time serves heaven, not man. And now it has run out for falsehoods. Your courage is awakening others. You will become a light for others with buried family pain. Your example will ripple far beyond your bloodline. Type Amen to get blessing 131. There will come a night when everything will make sense. The pieces will fall into place. The names, the signs, the lies, they'll all line. You will feel a deep calm wash over you, like a storm has finally passed. That is your confirmation that the burden has lifted. You did what you came here to do. The woman who was silenced will smile in spirit. She will visit you in a dream, just once, and say thank you. That's how you'll know her soul is free. And after that, the peace in your family will no longer be fake. It will be real. Because it was built on truth, not performance. Type Amen to get blessing 666. From this point on, you are no longer just a member of your family. You are the keeper of the truth. The one who ended what others feared. The one who proved that healing is louder than silence. You may find new paths, new people, even new lands opening to you. That's because your spiritual assignment has shifted. Your new life begins the moment this truth is lived. Archangel Michael says, "Well done, chosen one. You've done what many could not, and heaven will now reward you." Every blessing that was delayed by deception will chase you down and overtake you. Type Amen to get blessing 3333. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. You are walking in your destiny, and the truth that was buried has now risen because of your strength. The story is complete, and the light will never go dim again. Now that the secret has surfaced, you'll begin to notice an immediate shift in your energy field. People will look at you differently, not because of what they know, but because of what they feel. The power of truth radiates from you like a beacon, shaking loose everything built on falsehoods. Spiritual sensitivity will increase. You may start picking up on people's true intentions the moment they speak. This is not paranoia, it's activation. The part of your soul that was once dormant has now awakened, and with it comes insight only given to truth bearers. Someone will attempt to rewrite the story to their benefit. They'll try to twist your words, challenge your discovery, and manipulate memories. Don't be moved. Archangel Michael stands at your side, and truth is fireproof. You are not here to win arguments. You are here to shift atmospheres. And even in silence, your presence will shake the foundations of what was built on lies. Type Amen to get blessing 4140. When your dreams may grow more vivid, you'll start seeing faces of people you've never met, some long gone, others about to appear. These are not random visions. They are souls tied to the unraveling of the secret. One of them may be the descendant of the erased woman, and they don't even know their full story yet. But soon, your path will cross theirs, and what you carry will restore what they've lacked their entire life: identity. You are not just uncovering the truth. You are returning lost pieces to souls who have wandered in confusion. You are helping heaven stitch back the family fabric that was torn long ago. Some relatives will remain quiet, not out of guilt, but from awe. They will see that you carry something holy, a courage that cannot be mimicked, a divine assignment written long before your birth. Type Amen to get blessing 3737. One of the elders may fall ill during this process, not as a curse, but as a spiritual shaking. Their body is reacting to what their spirit has long suppressed. But your light will become a balm, even to them. Approach them with gentleness. You carry a presence that can break strongholds, but also soothe pain. If they let you near, place your hand on their shoulder and say nothing. That moment alone can begin their healing. Don't try to explain too much. Those who are ready will feel the truth before you speak, and those who resist will feel the weight of their own silence catching up to them. Every generation has a breaker. You are the one for yours, and through you, the dark echo ends. Type Amen to get blessing 5252. There's an old journal or diary yet to be discovered. Its pages are yellowed, fragile, and sacred. Written by a trembling hand, it carries the words of someone who never got to speak them aloud. When you find it, you will cry, not from sadness, but from the overwhelming presence that floods your soul. It will feel like someone is holding you from the other side, saying, "You found me. You heard me." Read every page, even the torn ones. They hold codes, dates, names, truths that will fill in gaps others can't explain. Don't rush. Absorb. Feel. Remember. This journal will become your weapon of light, your scroll of proof, your evidence of injustice and divine vindication. Type Amen to get blessing 757. Someone younger in your family will begin to look up to you like never before. A niece, nephew, cousin, they will see what you did and feel hope for the first time. You've given them permission to live in truth. This ripple effect is part of heaven's design. What was once hidden has now become healing for others. You were not just chosen to uncover, you were chosen to restore. You are now an ancestor in training. Your legacy begins with this brave act, and long after you've gone, they will speak your name with reverence. Because of you, they'll know what it means to stand in fire and come out as gold. Type Amen to get blessing 9999. The erased woman will now become a guardian in your lineage. She who was denied will now defend. Her presence will grow stronger each time you honor the truth. You may sense her scent, feel her warmth, or dream of her smile. These are not hallucinations. They are confirmations. Spirit walks closely with those who carry the burdens of truth. She will begin to guide you to more than just revelations. She will lead you to blessings. Because the removal of her story also removed the fortune meant for her line. And now it is returning to you. Inheritance may come suddenly. Money, property, even opportunity. Don't doubt it. It's not random. It's divine reparation. Type Amen to get blessing 6060. People you've never met will start appearing with messages, signs, or offers. Some will seem coincidental, but you will know in your gut they are heaven sent. Trust that feeling. Your discernment has been sharpened by fire. You might receive a phone call, a letter, or even a stranger telling you, "You remind me of someone." Don't ignore it. The someone is her. Her spirit is now visible through your walk, your eyes, your tone. This season of truth-telling will end with peace. Not the fragile peace built on silence, but the roaring peace built on freedom. And when that peace arrives, your home will feel different. The air will feel lighter. The tension gone. The energy healed. Type Amen to get blessing 7777. You have unlocked a spiritual vault in your family's timeline. And through your actions, heaven has recorded your name under restore of generations. You are marked, not by shame, but by glory. Celebrate this, not with noise, but with sacred joy. Light a candle. Speak her name. Let your ancestors rejoice with you. Archangel Michael says, the seal has been broken, the veil lifted, the truth revealed. What was lost has returned. What was hidden has risen. What was silenced has spoken. And because of you, the story is now complete. Type Amen to get blessing 4444. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. Your path is sacred. Your mission was successful. The divine echoes of your courage will bless every soul connected to your name for generations yet to come. And now, as you move forward, expect clarity to flow into areas of your life that once seemed chaotic. Your relationships will shift, some will fade away quietly, while others will suddenly grow stronger and deeper. That's because the truth you now carry is refining every connection around you. A family gathering may happen soon, planned or unplanned. At that moment, the energy in the room will change when you enter. Some will avoid your gaze, others will look at you in awe. Whether they speak it or not, they will feel the power of the truth you've uncovered. Do not seek revenge. Do not hold bitterness. What you carry is too sacred to be contaminated with anger. Let your peace be louder than their shame. Archangel Michael says your silence will sometimes speak louder than words. Just your presence is enough to trigger transformation in those who once lived comfortably in lies. Type Amen to get blessing 1818. A family photo once displayed proudly in the home as a person missing. That person was cropped out on purpose. The original image still exists, untouched, somewhere in an old photo album or drawer. When you find it, you'll feel a pulse through your hands. It may look like a normal photo to others, but to you, It's proof of what was altered. That image will complete the story for those who still live in denial. Keep it safe. Frame it if you feel led. Let it be the silent testimony that this person did exist, and they do still matter. You are restoring their name. You are returning their place at the table of legacy. Type Amen to get blessing 2727. The woman who was erased will begin to bless your path directly. A door will open that has nothing to do with your family, an opportunity you never expected. It will be confirmation that you are not just unlocking history, you're releasing divine favor. Someone will offer you something as if by accident, a chance, a position, a gift. Say yes. That accident is alignment. It's the universe and heaven conspiring to reward your faith. A new relationship may also emerge, someone who understands your soul at a depth others never have. They, too, carry the wound of generational silence. Together, you will create something beautiful. Because your truth isn't just healing the past, it's making space for a future unlike any your family has ever known. Type Amen to get blessing 7474. Expect your spiritual gifts to grow stronger. You may begin to know things before they happen. You may sense when people are lying, or feel the emotions of others without them saying a word. This is not your imagination. This is spiritual inheritance awakening. The woman who was erased had these gifts too, but she was punished for them. Called names. Labeled. Silenced. But you will thrive with them. You will be celebrated for them. Your hands may begin to heat up when you pray. Your ears may ring when spirits are near. Your dreams will begin to carry messages meant for others. Share them when prompted. You are becoming what they feared, and what heaven has long awaited. Type Amen to get blessing 4545. There is a final confession coming. Someone still living will soon tell you the full truth. It may be a phone call, a letter, or face to face. They have held this secret too long, and your courage has shaken their silence. When they speak, listen. You don't have to respond with anger. Just listen. Because even their broken truth carries pieces you've been missing. You will walk away from that moment with the final puzzle piece in your heart. Everything will click into place. The timeline will make sense, and your soul will exhale. This release will not only free you, it will free them too, whether they admit it or not. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. A new item will come into your possession. A necklace, a book, a key, or a letter. You will either be gifted it or discover it while cleaning. Do not overlook it. It is sacred. It belongs to the one they erased, or was connected to her story. This item carries energy. When you hold it, close your eyes. You will receive a flash, a name, or a feeling. That's her speaking to you, thanking you for completing what she started. You may want to carry that item with you during important days. It will strengthen your spiritual field. It will calm your spirit. It will remind you that you are never alone, because her presence is now part of your protection. Type Amen to get blessing 8080. You may begin to feel called to tell your story publicly, not for revenge, but for healing. Through writing, speaking, or sharing in your own way, your testimony will liberate others. Many are secretly living in similar stories. Your courage will be their roadmap. They will see your light and remember their own. You're not just changing your life, you're shifting a spiritual atmosphere for others across the world. What began in one family will ripple through many. This is what divine justice looks like. This is what spiritual leadership feels like. Quiet power, humble fire, steady light. Type Amen to get blessing 2525. One day soon, You'll sit in stillness and feel an overwhelming wave of peace. Not from others, not from words, but from spirit. The woman they erased will smile through your spirit. Your freedom is now complete. Her voice now echoes through yours. You will know in your bones that you've done what heaven asked. You will not feel burden. You will feel blessed. You will not carry pain. You will carry purpose. And from that day forward, nothing and no one will ever shake your truth again. Type Amen to get blessing 10,101. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. You are chosen. You are protected. You are the voice that time waited for. And the dark secret they buried has now become the light that leads generations into healing. In the coming weeks, you'll notice that people start gravitating toward you for answers. Even those who never believed in your strength before will now sense something in you that feels undeniable. They won't always know what has changed, but their spirits will recognize that you carry truth. They may come to you silently, with eyes full of questions, needing no words. These are the same souls who have unknowingly carried the weight of this generational lie. Your truth will be the medicine they never knew they needed. A family member may try to revisit the past and clear the air, not to fix things but to water down your discovery. Smile, but do not compromise. You are not here to sugarcoat. You are here to liberate. You don't need their permission to speak what was once silenced. Heaven already signed your voice into authority. Type Amen to get blessing 3,330. Your body may begin to respond to the spiritual weight lifting. Aches might disappear. Dreams might intensify. Food might taste richer. That's the transformation not just of your mind, but your entire energetic system. That's what happens when divine justice flows through your bloodline. The physical body recognizes it. The spirit celebrates it. You are healing on levels most can't even comprehend. Emotional scars are vanishing. Mental fog is clearing. You're becoming something stronger than healed. You're becoming whole. The silence that once imprisoned your family has now been broken through you. That's why you may feel lighter, clearer, more powerful. You're walking in alignment with the very reason you were born. Type Amen to get blessing 5,858. You will soon find yourself standing in a sacred place, either physically or spiritually. It may be a childhood home, a field, a forest, or even a quiet space in your current home. In that moment, everything will stop. You will feel the ground breathe beneath your feet. You'll sense the sky watching. And deep within, you'll know, they see me. Heaven sees me. You may weep. Let it flow. Those tears are not sadness. They are the soul's release from centuries of inherited silence. Let every tear water the new foundation you've created. What was once your family's deepest shame has now become its highest altar. You did that. Heaven smiles because of that. Type Amen to get blessing 3,939. At some point, you'll be offered something. A conversation, an apology, an opportunity to move on quickly. Be wise. Not every offer is genuine. Some are distractions disguised as peace. You're not obligated to enter back into connections that helped cover the secret. Forgiveness is holy, but so is protection. Guard your heart now more than ever. Archangel Michael says, the final part of this journey is yours alone. Others may walk beside you, but only you can decide what legacy you now build from this truth. Do not rush this season. Let each step be sacred. Let each decision be slow, deliberate, and made in spiritual confidence. Type Amen to get blessing 5,656. Eventually, You'll meet someone new who asks nothing of your past, and yet fully respects the gravity of what you've done. This soul connection will surprise you. They'll see the strength in your silence and honor the truth you carry. They may come in the form of a friend, mentor, or even soulmate. Don't resist. Heaven is sending you companionship not just for comfort, but to remind you that you are never alone. They will bring laughter to the places where pain once echoed. They will remind you that joy was never meant to be absent from your story, only delayed. And now, joy returns. Type Amen to get blessing 7272. You are the page turner, the curse breaker, the chapter starter. Your family name will now carry new meaning, not whispered in fear, but spoken with pride. What began with secrecy ends in celebration. There may be a celebration soon, an event, a ceremony, or even just a moment where someone lifts a glass and smiles at you with knowing eyes. In that silent moment, you'll feel it. Your soul has finished something powerful. You did not just hear a secret. You survived it. You walked through its ashes and built something eternal. Type Amen to get blessing 808. Your story will inspire others, even strangers. People across the world who have never met you will feel strength from your courage. They'll read your words, hear your story, and feel less alone in their own family pain. This is how heaven uses one healed soul to awaken thousands. This is what legacy truly is. You are a living altar now. Wherever you go, truth will follow. Lies will fall silent in your presence, and light will rest on your shoulders like a crown. You carry the honor of the one they erased. You carry the dignity of those silenced. You carry the flame of redemption. Type Amen to get blessing 3131. There will come a day when the youngest child in your family will ask about the past, and instead of silence, someone will point to you, and they will say, ask them, they know. And when you speak, the child's eyes will widen, not from fear, but from admiration. You've ensured that the future does not carry the same weight as the past. You've changed the story. Archangel Michael says, because of your courage, your family will now know peace. Because of your voice, your lineage will now know truth. And because of your love, even those who hurt you will find redemption. This is your legacy. This is your reward. Type Amen to get blessing 9090. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. The dark secret they buried has bloomed into your strength. You have walked through spiritual fire and emerged untouched by fear. The woman they erased is now alive through you. Heaven bows in your direction. This is your new beginning. And from this moment on, nothing and no one will ever bury your light again. In the days to come, you'll start receiving confirmation in the smallest ways. A stranger may call you strong without knowing why. A song you haven't heard in years will suddenly play at the exact moment you're thinking of her. These are not coincidences. They are signs that the spirit world is actively walking with you. The woman they erased is now closer to you than she has ever been. She will start showing up through nature, birds, butterflies, the sudden scent of jasmine or roses in a still room. When these moments arrive, pause. Smile. She's letting you know, I am free because of you. Someone will attempt one last time to suppress the story. They may try to distract the rest of the family or discredit your memory. Let them try. What is written by heaven cannot be erased by man. Your peace is your proof. You no longer need to argue. You are living, breathing evidence that the light of truth always rises, no matter how long it has been buried. Type Amen to get blessing 4949 soon. You'll be invited into a space where decisions are being made, a home, a courtroom, a conversation about family direction or legacy. You may feel nervous at first, but don't shrink. You belong in that room. You carry something no one else there can. Stand tall and speak gently. When you open your mouth, generations of silence will tremble, and the walls that once silenced her will remember your voice as the one that brought light back into the story. The erased woman's lineage doesn't end with you. It begins again because of you. And everything that was taken from her will return tenfold into your hands. Land, aim, honor, and most importantly, spiritual authority. Type Amen to get blessing 4646. One night, you'll wake up and feel something different in your home. The air will be still but soft. The atmosphere changed. That's not just your imagination. That's your bloodline, realigning to peace after centuries of unrest. A cycle has ended. The war in the spirit realm is over. What began in darkness has ended in divine light. You will feel unease in places where you used to feel pain. Arguments will fade. Sickness will lift. New laughter will echo through homes once heavy with silence. This is what spiritual restoration looks like. It happens first in the unseen. Then it appears in the physical. And you, chosen one, are the one who brought it forth. Type Amen to get blessings 7575. Someone who once doubted you will come forward with unexpected gratitude. They'll say, I didn't understand before, but now I see. Your heart has changed. Your spirit has shifted. That's the ripple of your obedience. Let that moment be a reminder. Your truth did not fall on deaf ears. It pierced through walls you couldn't even see. You didn't just uncover a secret. You dismantled a structure of shame. You exposed what was never meant to survive. And you built in its place a temple of healing. You'll walk forward now with a new identity, not a secret keeper, but a truth shaper. One who writes history instead of hiding from it. Type Amen to get blessing 525. Soon, a younger generation will ask you about their roots. They'll want to know more than names and dates. They'll want to know truth. And for the first time in your family's history, someone will be able to tell it without shame. You will speak, and they will listen. They will feel something divine flow through your words, even if they don't have the language for it yet. That is your spiritual legacy at work. Your story will become their compass. Your strength will become their inheritance. And your truth will become their protection. Because of you, they'll never again carry someone else's silence as their burden. Type Amen to get blessing 99,900. Archangel Michael says, the war is over. The veil is torn. The curse is broken. You are not what they tried to make you forget. You are everything they were too afraid to remember. The strength in your voice, the peace in your presence, the grace in your walk, all of this has been divinely ordained for this moment. Rest now. Breathe. Let your soul exhale centuries of weight. You don't need to fight anymore. You've already won. And heaven has recorded every step, every tear, every brave word. Nothing was missed. Nothing was wasted. Type Amen to get blessing 33,333. In time, someone will write this down. Your story, your legacy, your victory. And when they do, it won't just be history. It will be prophecy. A message for others who are still living under secrets, waiting for their own moment of truth. That message will reach far beyond your family. It will heal strangers. It will awaken generations. And your name will be whispered in gratitude by those who never even met you. Because you answered the call. You opened the box no one dared touch. And you stood in fire so others could live in freedom. Type Amen to get blessing 6161. You will no longer carry the energy of the one who doesn't belong. You are the root. You are the beginning. You are the legacy. And anyone who still chooses silence over truth will simply fall away, not by force, but by divine separation. Let them go. You don't need their agreement. You have heaven's stamp on your soul. Now walk with a lighter heart. The winds will favor you. The doors will welcome you. The Spirit of Truth has become your companion, and the wound they erased will now forever be remembered, not because of those who hid her, but because of you. Type Amen to get blessing 11,111. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. This is the end of the silence, the beginning of the light, and the testimony that will echo in the Spirit forever. You are the light that rose from their darkest secret, and nothing can ever put it out again.